Hey, beautiful soul, and welcome to the final episode, number 7 of Awaken and Ascend. I'm Vanessa Grace, and today we're talking about something so juicy: how to hold the vibe, stay anchored, and keep your energy in check when life and growth get messy. We've explored so much together over the past few episodes, from claiming your worth to learning to trust yourself, to shedding the fear of judgment and stepping into your full radiant power. If you haven't already, I see you bingers. Take the time to integrate all of these lessons and make them part of your reality. But now we're diving into the real magic. What to do when the journey feels rocky, when doubt creeps in, when you're one decision away from throwing in the towel, because that moment, it's not a sign of failure. It's actually the beginning of something beautiful. Imagine this. You're on a boat, sailing through calm waters. The sun is shining, the wind is gentle, and you're cruising along feeling free. Then, out of nowhere, a storm hits. The waves rise up, crashing, the boat tilts, and you feel your stomach flip. But here's the thing. Even though the storm is wild and unpredictable, you have everything you need within you to stay calm. That's what it feels like when we hit those moments of growth. When we face challenges or feel like we're not making progress as quickly as we thought. The storm feels real, but you're still the captain. You can weather it, and the storm will eventually pass. When you decide to step into your greatness, life doesn't always become this perfect, uninterrupted flow of ease. Sometimes growth feels like a mess. You feel excitement, then doubt. You feel empowered, then uncertain. You'll be riding high one day and wondering if you made a mistake the next. That's the real work of growth. Learning how to hold your vibe, trust your path, and stay grounded even when it feels uncertain. The key to staying anchored is to know this. When you're growing, it will get messy. It's like the caterpillar turning into a butterfly. It doesn't happen overnight, and there's a lot of struggle in between. But every step is part of the process, and you're exactly where you need to be. It's okay to feel uncertain. Growth equals discomfort. When you feel like you're in the messy middle, that's where the magic happens. Uncertainty is a sign that you're stretching into a new version of yourself. Growth is not happiness 24/7. Your energy is your superpower. The more you connect with your inner energy and hold your vibe, the more you can weather the storms of self-doubt, stress, and change. Grounding practices like breathwork, meditation, and setting boundaries become crucial tools during this phase. If you haven't yet, I recommend becoming a soul seeker. All the tools you need will be in your pocket. Anchor in the why. The most powerful way to stay anchored is to keep your why front and center. Why are you doing this work? Why are you on this journey? Let that answer be the lighthouse guiding you through the fog. Let me share a personal story. A few years ago, I hit a major growth spurt in my business. I was so excited about all the possibilities ahead, but soon I felt completely overwhelmed. I was working late nights, overthinking every decision, second-guessing myself. I kept feeling like I should be further along, like I should have everything figured out already. But here's the thing. I wasn't failing. I was growing. I just didn't have the tools to manage the intensity of the transformation yet. It was a rough realization. But once I started grounding myself with rituals, breathing through the uncertainty, and remembering my bigger vision, I found the calm in the storm. And here's the truth. I wouldn't change a single thing, because that messy middle was where I built the muscle for success. It's where I found the complete vision and alignment with how I see my real future. Now, when uncertainty comes, I greet it with grace instead of resistance. One of my clients, let's call her Sarah, came to me during a time of massive change. She was navigating divorce, was juggling motherhood, and trying to find her own voice in the process and mess of life. She felt lost, overwhelmed, and didn't think she was capable of doing it all, let alone anything more. But once we started working together, we dug into her anchor, her why. Why did she want more for herself? Why did she want to create this life for her family? Once she connected with that core, powerful reason, the storms felt easier to ride out. She wasn't relying on perfection anymore, just progress. And every time she faced a challenge, she remembered, this is the work. This is where I grow, creating a calm mindset to weather the storms. Sarah now tells me that the moments when things feel toughest are the time she has grown the most. She holds her vibe, and as a result, she's becoming the kind of woman who knows she is meant for more. She sees space for more. Pause for a moment and reflect. What messy middle are you currently in? How can you remind yourself that the discomfort you're feeling is actually a sign of growth? What's your big why? Why are you doing the work? Take a few breaths and connect with that inner fire. So how do you stay grounded in those messy moments? Here are a few tools that have helped me, and they can help you too. All of these can be found in the Soul Seeker community in our app, breathing and grounding practices. Start each day with 5 deep breaths to recenter your energy. Put your feet on the ground and feel the earth beneath you, knowing you are solid, supported, and capable. Daily rituals. Create rituals that ground you, whether it's journaling, meditating, coloring, or simply taking a quiet walk. These practices give you a sense of control when everything else feels chaotic. Celebrate small wins. Every time you take a step forward, even if it's a tiny one, celebrate. This helps you stay in the present moment and gives you confidence that you're on the right path. Revisit your why often. When self-doubt creeps in, ask yourself, why am I doing this? Return to your core mission and let that guide you back to calm. Take the fabulous Adele, for example. She stepped away from the limelight for a long time, took care of herself, and focused on what really mattered. When she came back with her album 30, she was clear on who she was, what she wanted, and how to stay true to herself amidst the chaos of fame. Adele is the perfect example of holding the vibe, trusting the process, staying grounded, and coming back stronger than ever. No matter where you are in your journey, whether you're in a season of calm or navigating a storm, remember this: you are never alone in this. Your growth is meant to be messy, and each challenge is an invitation to anchor deeper in yourself. Trust the process, trust your path, and above all, trust that the very thing that feels messy today is the seed of your next level brilliance. And with that, beautiful soul, we wrap up this special journey together. Awaken and Ascend is all about helping you step into your authentic, bold self and create the life that calls to your heart. If you're ready to go deeper, if you're ready to transform your life and create a foundation that's solid and unwavering, I invite you to take the next step and break free and become. It's time to let go of old stories, anchor in your worthiness, and start creating a life that feels as aligned as your soul. Thank you for joining me on this soul-stirring journey. I'm so proud of you. Until next time, stay bold, stay radiant, and keep trusting the magic of your transformation.